Hello everyone, I'm Amber Jedlicka, Director of Health Services, and I am recording this video on Thursday, April 3rd for your viewing pleasure by Saturday, April 5th, 2025. I'm going to just start with a quick health update for residents and staff. As of today, we currently have no new reported cases of COVID, RSV, or influenza among residents, staff. That includes our health center settings. We are feeling like we're coming to the end of that flu season, which is a relief, but we do know that there's still illnesses out there. In particular, we had some reported cases of norovirus in our independent living community. So the guidelines to remember are to stay home if you're sick, wear a mask if you're having symptoms, and if you're needing to leave your apartment. Meal trays are available so that you can have meals delivered to you to keep out of the dining room, which is an area where spreading of illnesses can happen. And then just remembering too that at the local pharmacies, there are COVID and flu kit test kits, and these test kits are very simple to use. You can test for influenza A, influenza B, and COVID, and they're a great tool to keep in mind if you're not feeling well. Thank you so much to residents and to staff for the cooperation in keeping the community safe and healthy. I have been in communication with our local public health and also with the public health station in Des Moines. And really and truly, when we had our influenza cases, they reported to me that our numbers were actually very low when you take into consideration what they were seeing out in the greater community. So that really is tributing to the fact that you as residents follow those important guidelines, the staff are following the guidelines as far as they're staying home when they're sick, and that we're doing all of the important mitigation efforts of wearing the mask. Hand washing is so important, so frequent hand washing, and then increased cleaning of those high-touched areas, which our environmental service team started that back in December, so they were ahead of the curve, and those are truly things that help us to stay healthy and well, so well done. We do have our COVID booster clinic coming up. We're in April. The clinic is on April 8th, so this is sneaking up on us quickly. So this is the Pfizer vaccine, and it is a second dose. So if you remember, we had a clinic back in October. We need to be 6 months past that date, which we are now. So the April 8th date was scheduled in response to being 6 months past that last booster. And it is recommended for adults, older adults, that you receive that booster for the COVID every 6 months. And so this clinic on April 8th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., they will be doing our health center residents and our assisted living residents. And then from noon to 2 p.m., they will be doing independent living, which will be set up in the Hayden Community Room. And then from 3 to 4 p.m., they'll be at Oaknoll East. Consent forms will need to be completed, so we'll be helping, our staff will be helping to do that. This really is a well-oiled machine. The staff have done a great job putting this together. They have this clinic down to a science. So if you have any questions, you can certainly reach out to me, and I'm happy to answer those. In regards to our health center update, we currently have a census of 56 out of 58 residents. So we are still high, but we do have a few spaces available. As of right now, those 2 spaces that we have available are semi-private spaces. However, we do have a space for a female and for a male. So we're happy that we are able to accommodate those needs if something were to arise. And we do anticipate that we will have a few more transitions in the near future, and this will also be freeing up a few spaces for us. In regards to the small house project, we are projected to be completed by the end of May, and the plan is to be fully operational by July 1st. And what I mean by completed construction is planned to be wrapping up by the end of May. So hopefully we can continue to stay on schedule with that so that we can start with the cleaning process and then furniture delivery and just setting things up so that we can be fully operational by July 1st of 2025. Thank you all for your understanding and for your cooperation as we've used our resources efficiently to support the residents and their needs. Excited to tell you that the Easter brunch date is going to be Sunday, April 20th in the Hayden Community Room, and that will be from 10:30 to 1:30 p.m. The Easter brunch over at the East Campus will be in Scotty's, and that'll be from 11:30 to 1 p.m. And then the Easter brunch and Hope Dining Room will be from 11:30 to 1 p.m. on Sunday, April 20th. Please look at the notice, or please refer to the notice that you received in your mailbox for the full details of this Easter brunch. And if you did not receive a notice, please go see the receptionist and they can help you with this information. The annual Easter egg hunt will be on April 19th, which is a Saturday, and this will be from 11 to noon. It is located in the studio courtyard, which is on first floor central and will be under the cherry blossom tree. So see the April Acorns magazine for full details about the annual Easter egg hunt. We are excitedly awaiting the blossom of the Oaknoll cherry tree, which brings me to my next topic. As the senior living industry continues to evolve, the leadership decisions made today will shape the future care and community for years to come. I'm excited for the opportunity this next week to attend the Leadership Summit in Washington, D.C. For the week of April 7th, 2025, there'll be 700 plus top leaders in the field of aging services coming together in DC to discover strategies, tools, and connections to lead boldly in this rapidly evolving industry. Some of the topics that we will be learning about include innovation approach to growth and sustainability. We're going to tackle the workforce challenges and how to attract talent and create career paths. And then we're also going to be talking about how to shape the future through advocacy. And a part of this leadership summit is a lobby day, and this will take place on Wednesday, April 9th, and I will be joining fellow Iowa Aging Services professionals on the Capitol Hill to meet with legislators and to discuss Iowa-specific topics. I'm extremely excited for this opportunity to represent Oaknoll and to advocate for Iowa and our aging services field. The cherry blossoms in Washington, D.C. are one of the most iconic springtime attractions in the city. The trees were gifted by Japan back in 1912 as a symbol of friendship, and they do bloom this time of year. So I'm excited to get to see the cherry trees and then to come back to Oaknoll and to see the Oaknoll cherry tree blooming and to celebrate that with all of you. Just one last quick note. Bruce and his team are making delicious pies, and there are details. So please, again, look at the flyers that are available, and we're going to actually post this up on the screen for you on this video. But the pies are $14 each, and there are instructions in regards to picking those up. It'll be April 18th and April 19th, and there's also going to be a phone number for you to call to reserve your pie. So call today, make those reservations for your yummy pie, homemade pie from Oaknoll. And I will see you all in 3 weeks for my next update.